Alright, we should be live on YouTube.
Okay. Let me. Oh, I need a prep music. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start my stream as well. Alrighty, I think we are live. Well, hello there, world. Once again, it is the Angry Ragtimer here playing more Railroader. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Boo Mario himself.
Hello.
All through here. Hello, Boo. And it's time to once again explore the world of the Suffer and Southern Railroad. Alright, so we had a couple of different things going on here. Currently in the world, we have an AI passenger train going, running between Bryson, Ella, and Whittier. And looks like that train just stopped over at Ella to get some passengers here. We'll see how long it needs to load up.
It's completely full.
Oh, geez. Well, off you go then, you magical train.
Yeah, this thing needs coal.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize. That one's low. And what locomotive are you at, Boo?
I am at 2 at the moment.
Oh, okay. And I'm over by number 1, so we're going to go ahead and get in that one. We need to do some switching here. We also need to... Not close to... We also need to get coal and water for this one. I swear I know what I'm doing.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
So let's couple up here. Jesus, that's a lot of cars for the sawmill. Eight cars, okay. I'll take it. So, we have a couple of options here, Boo, that I also want to get your input on. I've talked a little bit with Midland about this.
Okay.
So, thinking it's roughly time that we retire the starter 2 locomotives here and upgrade to something better.
Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the 460 gets replaced with an Atlantic, and that's going to be the new passenger engine.
Yep.
And then the 260 gets replaced with a Connie, a 280. Probably the biggest freaking Connie we can get.
Okay.
And that'll do more than what we need. And over time, we'll need to get some more engines anyway for more stuff. But we've basically outgrown, with the little bit of stuff we're doing here, only having 3 tons of coal and 3 tons of water, or 3,000 gallons of water, is kind of limiting.
Yeah.
And currently, we are in the black by $838.
Nice.
And with the amount of cars that we have to switch out and do, hopefully we can just maximize this puppy. And we'll see how much you get by selling some of the locomotives at the end of the day-to-day. And then potentially buy some new toys. Eventually is what's coming down to.
Like a flame.
So I assume you are taking over the passenger train.
I can, yes. I'm just getting links to places.
Okay.
Do you have your YouTube link handy?
Yes, I do. Let me bring my train to a stop here, and I will send that to you.
Where did you send that to me?
I'm doing so momentarily. I'm taking care of a few other places to put the links.
Fair.
And now you have it.
Oh, Discord. Almighty Discord.
First of its name.
Alright. Streams have been posted places.
Excellent.
And Bitcoin's up by 5%.
Excellent. Even better.
Even better.
Jesus Christ, there's 91 people at Bryce or Whittier waiting to go. Welcome, Bandan. Glad to have you here. while you're still getting set up, I'm going to go ahead and take control of the passenger train just to Wyatt.
I think you mean to get it refueled.
Wide and refueled. Yes.
Yes.
All of our locomotives need a little love. That's beside the point. That's what happens when you're on the Suffer and Southern.
Exactly. You know, nothing you can do about it.
Yep. Exactly.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, Bandon, as we were just saying, we've got a couple of different things we got to do here. Obviously, the passenger run is the lucrative train right now. We have a whole bunch of switching that needs to be done by the number 3, which is our logging Mikado. And then we have the local freight that needs to do all of its switching jobs from here to Bryson and back. So, Boo, remind me which one you would like to do. Was it the passenger or was it something else?
I can do passenger.
Okay,
That
cool.
works.
Then just let me know when you want to take over on that, because I'm just almost halfway around the Y here.
Okay. I can take over now if you want.
Okay. Then it's all yours.
All right. Are we swapping to when do you want to swap motive power?
Let's see how expensive they are.
Okay.
So, I want the C55 because I want big chunk. That's 26 grand. Jesus. Okay. And let's see. Oh, there's a C25 in the meanwhile. It's a little better. The Atlantic is 10. C46 is 21.3. Well, how much is that that little 260 right up here? If we were to sell it now, it's worth about 5 grand. So, now I'm not sure. So the question is, do we just go into Mega Debt and get one new locomotive and sell one?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we go into partial debt by selling one? Which is the question.
I mean, what are we dealing with financially? Oh. Yeah, we kind of need money, don't we?
Yeah. Well, thankfully we're out of debt.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling we're going to make a lot of money today because we have about 1,100 right now. So if we get to the point where, how about this? Let's all right. Recommendation in chat: always Atlantic because it's the best locomotive, but it's bias you might not need. We do want an Atlantic for passenger services, so I think the answer is let's go ahead and get an Atlantic. So,
Okay.
yes. You know what? Okay, how much was that Atlantic again?
We're around 10 grand.
10 grand. And how much debt are we about to go into?
Probably about 10 grand worth.
Hey, you're correct. You win the prize for what's about to happen. And we have an Atlantic facing the opposite direction of what it should be. What the crap?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, why is it facing that way?
That has never happened before.
No, it hasn't. What the crap? Adam, what'd you do with the update?
What the hell? Well, we'll get these cars out of the way, and then we'll spot the mogul to be sold. But
Okay, you want me to throw... Instead of refueling this thing, do you want me to just throw these passenger cars on the main?
yeah, put them on the main. You can do so at the crossover switch down here. Yes, there is a lot of log cars stashed here. So I may or may not have a system. I got a plan, Arthur. I just need more money. But basically, we have 3 sets of log trains. We've got one for L1, one for L2, and one for L3. And all 3 of them have anywhere from 4 to 8 cars each. And that seems to be the golden number of what will fit up there and what makes the most sense to run. So...
Alright. So you want me to sell number 2? Is that what's happening?
Yep, sell it.
Alright. We want... I can't sell it, so you're gonna have to set the sell destination.
I will as soon as I rename this locomotive. Alright, so this one's gonna be number 4. Suffer and Southern. I don't like how this is like an awkward stare down between the 10-wheeler and the Atlantic. It's a little awkward.
Yeah, just a little.
Did you just slam on the brakes right there?
Maybe.
Okay. Also, to add about the log cars, so these all got borked a bit, so that's why they're in here to get fixed. And then some of these up here are also slightly borked. But the idea is once you don't have stuff here, you keep one on the main right before the crossover switch. You have one unloading, and you essentially have one on the mountain at all times. So you're always getting something.
Yep.
And no, the locomotive does not come pre-fueled. It has minimal fuel in there. Which, speaking of, I have to refuel the logging tank as well. Yeah, whenever you buy stuff, it basically gets delivered with just enough to get you to a water plug or a coal dock. And I totally overran the water plug.
Why isn't my rear headlight turning on?
Did you install the light bulb?
Oh, I know why. I'm controlling the long locomotive. I would do it. I would do it.
Just be aware I am ahead of you taking...
Yep.
So number 3 is the logging tank. So this kind of doubles as our switcher down here. And then it also is the log train up the mountain, and also does some local deliveries over to Whittier, but occasionally occasionally over to Ella. I've got an Atlantic just approaching me very quickly. Get that out of here. Also, I really don't like that Smells Like Kenosha is playing, and it's just getting faster and faster.
I'm assuming you're good on water.
Yes, I just filled up on water.
Okay.
Just a little cramped in here.
Just a little.
Nope, crash didn't happen. We got very close. We almost touched butts, but we did not crash. Yes, the panic song. The good old panic song. Alrighty, so hopefully this all will fit. Otherwise, we'll have to do some creative switching. And for those who are coming up from Midland Stream, you'll notice I told him earlier about how much logs are stored at the sawmill. So his was like 5 or 6 logs. Mine, as of right now, I have 44. So I'm 100% full on logs.
Nice.
Whoa, I never realized that. Maybe I do have too many log cars.
I mean, what tier are you running?
3?
I mean, you could probably bump it to 5.
Well, I don't have the option for 5 yet, I think.
Fair.
So I think I'm still on that initial round of stuff.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Now I see where the update comes in. So if you go there, a contract available tiers, I can now bump up to 5 if I really wanted to.
Oh.
Which I don't know if I want to or not. And Talia just bumped it to tier 5, so maybe once we finish sending these back to the interchange, we'll bump it up to 5. We'll see. Oh, that's the wrong way. And we're good now.
Are you sure you're good?
Shut up. Okay, so tomorrow we're going up to 5. And I'm assuming with the tiers, it's just more cars, like, and higher payouts is what you get out of it.
Yeah, and higher demand things. Oh, more logs.
Okay. Well, everything now just went up to tier 5.
Everything?
Everything just bumped up to tier 5.
Oh boy. So all the freight is going to be showing up, is what you're saying?
Yes, we need all the freight all the time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, we have a crap car.
That was a lot.
And, yeah.
But we'll take it.
We will take it. Well, we have to pay down the debt somehow.
Meanwhile, me just filling up with a metric shit ton of coal.
Okay. Yeah, how much money did we just get out of that? Almost $500. Okay. So well, we have to pay down the $10,000 loan, and I think once we pay down that loan, then we can get the next locomotive here. We'll just trade it out.
Yeah. Are you going with the Connie? Or are you going with the logging Mikado?
Connie.
Okay.
And I'm debating whether I want the really big Mikado or really big Connie, or the medium size. Because part of me wants to do like Western Maryland 734, just honk and chonk of a locomotive. But part of me is also like, that's 27 grand of debt that
Yeah.
would take a while to pay off.
Yeah, because the C-55, goodness gracious.
I mean, it would be the only content we would need for a long time. But
Yeah. But, I mean...
do we really need that?
You could get away with the K-35.
Is it sad that I don't really like the logging Mikado as much?
I mean, I kind of get it.
Oh, so I'm going to hold short for here while you continue to fill up on water, and then we'll eventually get out of my way.
Yeah, I just finished.
13 point... Wait, did you empty the coal load, or is that done?
No,
13.4 tons?
13.4 tons is what I hold.
Oh. Okay, then.
Yeah. Yep.
And, Talia, I just read better luck next time. No, I don't want to crash next time whenever it smells like Kenosha, please.
Yeah, we don't put that on me, Rick and Bobby. Don't do that.
Alright, since these logs still have a fair ways to go, let's see, we're probably going to need to just put the logging tank away for a little bit, and let's work some of this freight over and take care of the passenger stuff.
I'm gonna hit the
Midland
brakes.
is currently doing some errands, and he should be back here in a bit, is what he said, so...
That's what he said anyway.
Yes. Now, is he a dirty liar? Most of the time, no. It could be this time. Just don't know. We also, I think, need to buy another passenger car and a observation, because we probably are at the point where we need to run 2 passenger services. One going in each direction. This little railroad's gotten big.
Yeah. Are you buying the 84 capacity passenger cars, or are you sticking with 60?
Probably the next well, the thing is, we currently have a 60 over in the other yard.
Oh, is that still getting
Cars.
repaired?
No, it's done.
Okay.
Also, I'm getting notes that my audio is very quiet. How about now? Is that any better?
What audio? Is it your mic,
my
or
mic.
is...
Just saying, Angry, you are really quiet. Well, sometimes I am a quiet person. Sometimes I talk a lot. You're not my mom.
What's your Streamlabs volume set to?
I'm at 250 right now. Plus 250.
Oh, what's
So
it?
hopefully that
What's it doing at the meter?
Oh, 8 decibels? Maybe? I don't know.
Are you -8, or are you like?
Plus 8. Alright, I'll go a little higher and we'll just see if that fixes that here. Alright, maybe this. Maybe this. And that's gonna sit there while it gets worked on. Alrighty. Take control of the 10-wheeler. And let's get these cars rolling. I assume you're gonna back down the main to get to your cars?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'll hold at the end of the yard until you come through.
Sounds like fun.
But let me guess, I probably need to fill up the coal and water on this locomotive. Yes, I do. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this helps a little bit and is a little bit louder. And I overshot that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Let's go and get some coal and some other stuff. Okay, let's see if that does better. Also, you snuck up on me. I did not hear your locomotive coming, which is why, in real life, you have to always look both ways. Don't assume if you can't hear a train, there's no train there. Because that can happen.
Alright, you want the passenger going out first, I'm assuming?
Yeah, go ahead and have the passenger go out, because you got to load up, and I'm going to be a minute or two with taking on water, and then
Alright.
I have to switch out at Stenzel.
Okay, what track do you want me on?
Go on 1, because I'll go on 2.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I was happy to see the new patch notes. They were a little confusing, but now I get why they changed what they did. So, overall, so far so good. And yet another fine day on the Suffer and Southern.
All the mail.
Dang right you will. And let's go ahead and get out of here. Alright, so all of our contracts are updated for tomorrow. Whittier Sawmill is loaded up. We've got a couple of contracts to put out. And yeah, it's not unloading any logs because I think the log pond is completely full.
Well then.
Which on one hand, well, let's see.
Does the sawmill require anything, or are we good on whatever it needs?
I mean, the cars are spotted, and it just says for the locations that the Whittier Sawmill consumes logs at 15 cars a day, in storage 44 logs, 100%.
I'm just thinking, you know, there's pulpwood loading platforms, but we've never done anything with pulpwood.
Well, I think it was
so I don't
was
understand.
It Abandoned or Kitiara at the other stream? No, somebody I thought told me that they're not really worth it until you're down to Silva, because there's nothing to interchange it with. Like, there's no contract or anything.
Okay, so pulpwood's not used at anything until Silva?
Yeah, I think that's the case. Someone was telling me, or maybe it was Jam. I think it was Jam. Who was telling me that until, like, once you go down there, there's a whole bunch of more industries,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll able to switch out and take care of that stuff.
Okay.
Unless chat says otherwise. Because I definitely want to get pulp started, because I think it would be good just to have the cars coming. I mean, we don't have debt, but, you know, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Silva has the tannery and the paperboard, both which use pulpwood. So until we're down the Silva, it doesn't make sense to have pulpwood. But the moment we open to it, have pulpwood.
All the pulpwood.
Yeah. One thing that I'm surprised at, somebody said, like, if you basically have Bryson to Silva, you don't necessarily need the western part towards Andrews because it doesn't make a lot of sense to use the stuff, which I was surprised at. But apparently that's the prettier end of the railroad with the gorge and I think the 5% grades and stuff, but I don't know. I'm going to open it up either way, but we either need more people to play to make it work or run more AI trains or something.
Yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And apparently Silva prints money. Good to know.
Yes. But switching. All the switching.
Yes. Yeah, Vessel Hold, the coal mine does a lot for revenue. So either one works really well. Yeah, but at least the short term, better locomotives, more of our own cars, and we'll try to maximize what we're doing over here first.
Alright, I think that's as good as we're going to get for the moment.
We still have a pretty full train.
Yeah. But, you know, it's not full.
Yeah, but it'll load up. Yeah, that is a good point, Talia, to have the money for all the servicing yards. And definitely putting a locomotive down there. I do want to get a switch locomotive dedicated for Bryson. I don't know if we'll do that today or not. It depends on the money situation.
Yep.
Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll get the new Connie, pay that off, and then before advancing to Silva, we'll just get a couple of pulpwood cars to get started, and then a switcher for Bryson, and then I think we'll be set. Are you back?
I'm back.
Oh, I didn't realize you left.
Let's just say I was trying to start the event. And, well, it auto-moved me to the event channel you had selected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot I did that.
Yeah.
All right. And we are now number one, Suffer and Stubborn, leaving Whittier, heading for Ella, I guess. And we'll see what overs at Ella for us to pick up, if anything.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so here's a question for you, Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Do we invest in nicer cabooses?
I mean, there's no real point.
But it's the classy thing, you know? Every freight train, supposedly, at least in the steam era, would have a caboose. And we currently don't have a caboose. Well, we do, but it's just staged in an odd place in Bryson. But, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, switches are aligned. And let's get the bar set. And let's go. And Boo is also streaming. Are you on YouTube or are you on Twitch?
I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So definitely subscribe to him too if you wish. Otherwise, appreciate the couple of people coming over from Midland Stream to join us. If there's others, hello. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
We'll see what craziness may or may not happen here on the Suffering Southern.
Wow, 60 passengers for Bryson.
At Ella, 60 passengers.
Yeah.
Ella's such like a weird place. Like,
and 12 want to go to
not
Whittier.
a lot of 12 of them want to go to Whittier.
Yeah, but 60 of them want to go to Bryson. It's like,
well, it's a good thing you had space on your train then.
I know, right?
But that also doubles down my fact that I think we need to have 2 trains running at one time, and we just build a timetable for the passenger stuff.
Yeah. Alright, I'm fully loaded, so... I'm heading off to Bryson.
Alrighty.
Did we get paid? Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
And I paid down the loan by $1,000.
Really good. You got nothing waiting at Ella.
Okay.
So, if you don't have anything to deliver, I just keep on highballing.
Yeah, I've only got 2 cars, and they're both going for Appalachian hardwoods.
Cool.
Why do I always say it weird? Appalachian, or Appalachian, or Alpachian. I had a road trip with one buddy of mine for my birthday one year, and we rented a cabin up in the mountains, and we were of course going through the Appalachian Mountains, and I kept saying Appalachian different every time I did that, and it drove him off the wall. Was a good time. Okay, you're a decent ways ahead of me, so that's good. Appalachian. Yeah. It's Appalachian, 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 Appalachian,
Oh my
and
word.
other ways.
As Angry just keeps on butchering it. I mean,
Look. I'm out in the Appalachians. So, I can say it how I wants. Now to see if Boo was lying. And he was not.
at least your speed gauge works in the cab.
Does it?
It does.
Does mine have a speed gauge? I have no boiler pressure. That's fun. I do not have a speed gauge in my little...
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've got brakes, I've got boiler pressure, but no speed.
Fun.
Appalachian, according to Bandit.
I should probably slow down a bit.
Nah, go faster.
I mean, I'm only going 47 miles per hour.
Oh, good. Well, I'm going 32, and I'm about to cross the 30 bridge over at Ella.
There you go. I should probably go see if my switches are online.
Appalachian is how I pronounce it. Yes, Kitiara, that is a good way to pronounce it. Alright, and now we're on the speed trek. Let's see if we can go 50 miles an hour with this freight load. That's definitely not a bad idea, right?
Right.
Engine and 2 cars. Only going 40 uphill. And climbing as we approach Governor's Island. Are you in Whistle Canyon yet, or where are you at?
I am almost to Bryson. I'm at milepost. Well, I'm coming up on milepost 63.
Nice. I'm like 61 and a quarter.
And there's 68 people waiting to go to Whittier and 67 going to Ella.
Only more fun if there's hazmat. Yes, Talia. Wouldn't it be great if we just had hazmat trains we were running on this line? Like, let's go fast and cause nuclear annihilation. Just, spill into the river. And, Bandon, I'm so sorry that you're a Cascadian. Cascadian? Is that what they call it? I thought you would just say you live in the Cascades. But, I guess you people out in the Pacific Northwest do interesting things. Seattle's a nice place. Was just in Tacoma earlier this year, but that's I haven't spent enough time out there to really make a justification. Last time I spent a lot of time was when I performed in Bend, Oregon, which is apparently where the last Blockbuster is, even though I didn't go to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. What's the last words?
Say it again. Boo, use your words.
I thought the last Blockbuster was in Alaska.
No. Apparently, this place also bills itself as like the last Blockbusters, but it's almost become a novelty unto itself because it's the last one. Tacoma is the better of the two. Yeah, Tacoma was nice. I was out there in April over Easter weekend performing, and it's a nice little town you got. The last time I was in Seattle before then, though, was when I was a lot younger, and my parents took my siblings and I on a cruise up to Alaska, up the Inside Passage, which was beautiful, and I would love to do it again, but I do not have money to be able to do that. So, I'm going 47 and a half. I think that's fast enough for my comfort level here. But, good to know that we can get up to these good speeds with them. 2-car freight train.
Yeah. I'm going to line you for track 2.
Well, actually, I want to go on the Y if I can.
You want to go on the Y?
Yeah, because I need to turn around.
But then... why?
Shush, boo. But I can go on 2 and hold there until you're.
Well, if you want to come on 1, that'll be fine. Yeah, just come on 1 and just hold short of station, because I'll probably be loaded here shortly, and because I'm almost done unloading, so.
Okay. Now the question is, does the Cascades have nice skiing? Because that's one thing I definitely am going to try to be doing here. Maybe next week over the holidays, let's just do a little bit of skiing with some friends.
Skiing, you say?
Yes. A friend of mine has one of those Epic Passes that allows them to go to a lot of different ski resorts all over the U.S. for the season. And apparently Whitetail is one of them. And they can get a buddy pass, which is like half off.
Nice.
So, $100 lift ticket suddenly becomes $50.
Yeah.
Which for me, who has not skied in like 10 years, because of a knee injury, would
Oof.
be
Yeah.
really fun. Wait, have you not heard my knee injury story, Boo?
No, I have not.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. Chat, pay attention. I injured myself in a freak model railroading accident.
Uh, how?
It was New Year's Day 10 years ago. I had skipped out while I was still in college of going with some friends down to Virginia Tech to go and drink and party. Because I was a goody two shoes and said, no, that's beneath me. I would never do such a thing. To then only on New Year's Day be working with my grandfather on our model railroad in my parents' basement. And when we were doing that, at some point, mind you, we were stone cold sober. One of us, which were still, well, he's passed now, so I can't ask him, but we were deciding, like, you're passing a drill from one to another. It was not moving, like the drill was off.
Yeah.
But one of us dropped it, and the drill went like basically straight down and broke skin, and the bit went between my kneecap and my knee joint, and then snapped off.
Oh.
So I had to have surgery to remove the drill bit.
Yeah.
And I was the only emergency that day at the hospital because it was New Year's Day and everyone else was just drunk and recovering. And here's the kid who got a freaking drill bit in his knee. And this was also around the same time when Skyrim and I used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee. So literally it was like, I used to be a railroader like you until I got a drill bit in my knee. So that was the big brouhaha, if you will. So I haven't gone skiing since then, but my knee's fine. It just has a really wicked awesome scar now.
Hey,
but,
there you go.
Yeah, so chat, that is my freak model railroading accident. So later that day, when I came back with a scar and a bandaged knee and could not move my knee joint, my grandfather, bless him, was like, we're going to keep working on this. And so for the next week while I was laid up, I would be down there with him while he was working. And I would basically be the guy who just held his toolbox while he did all the work. And then when I finally had a little bit more movement, because I had to go to physical therapy for a bit to get movement back in my leg, then I would help him more. And we finished our project, so we're very proud of that. But
there you go.
Remember, kids, always have a safe distance between each other if you're passing a drill with bits on it.
Yeah.
That's your tips with Angry. Also, I'm debating whether I want to go do track work tomorrow with the friends.
Oh.
So, for those who don't know, I'm a member of the Friends of the East Broad Top, and as part of that, the Friends, which are a great organization, and if you're not a member, I would strongly suggest joining because they're doing some great things to help the East Broad Top get back up and running and reopening track. But they have a track gang, and there's like 80 people now on this list of like volunteers that will just, hey, maybe 10 people this week, 5 on a Thursday, 7 on a Friday or Tuesday or whatever, will just show up and volunteer and do track, do heavy labor.
Yeah.
And
that's great.
They've done incredible things, and the Friends are doing a volunteer campaign, a fundraising campaign, to raise $220,000, which does a whole bunch. Part of it is for building a new tender tank for locomotive number 15. Part of it is funding the Archives and Special Collection Program for another year. Part of it is actually rebuilding the shell of the Saltillo, PA station, And then the Friends are going to finish the interior work, but they're doing all the exterior work through a contractor. And then part of it is ties. If you don't know the East Broad Top, the short version is about 3 years ago, a group called the EBT Foundation stepped in and purchased the railroad from the Kowalczyk Salvage Corporation, which had bought the railroad to scrap it back in the 1950s, but never did. And so they bought the railroad. The railroad ever since has been in an unprecedented state of rebuilding and restoration, and I've been very fortunate to be a small part of that. But basically, they basically now have this track crew that just shows up and does free labor, and they've rebuilt 5 miles of track going back up to Colgate Grove, which is the tourist era section that's been running since 1960. But we're hoping to get the railroad extended down to Saltillo, which is about 8 or 9 miles away by rail. And in order to do that, that's about 2,880 ties per mile, something like that for narrow gauge. And they already have 10,000 ties on hand, which is going to get us from where we currently are, which is just south of Rock Hill Furnace. We have the track set for steam to go up to the Oddfellows Cemetery crossing. About 3/4 of a mile south of there is the first actual road crossing. They're almost to that now, and then they have another whole bunch of ties to get us to Jordan Summit, which is another 1/2 mile to 3/4 of a mile away. But the goal is to get the railroad down to Pogue, which is the location of a major trestle, by the end of 2024. And once they get to Pogue, once the bridge is rebuilt, you've got about 5 miles of track left, so they're moving quick. The only thing that's going to really slow it down is the bridges, and those are going to be contracted out and done. But the Friends, with their $220,000 campaign, have already raised $165,000 in a month, because they have friends with deep pockets and a lot of small donations and stuff that are just all, adding up, and it's absolutely incredible. So if they keep on the way they're going, they're going to way surpass that goal, and every little bit after that, it's like, great, how many more ties can we buy? Because every tie is a little bit closer to getting down to Pogue, and then over Pogue Trestle, and then to Saltillo. So that is my plug for join the Friends of the East Broad Top and help rebuild one of America's real treasures of a railroad. So that is my elevator pitch, and with that, I will take a swig of my Diet Pepsi.
There you go. How many miles? How much track did they rebuild last year? 2023. So far.
It depends on how you want to calculate it.
Okay.
So part of it is they rebuilt a number of yard tracks last year, which were needed for just the functionality of the railroad.
Yeah, sure.
So they rebuilt all of the area in front of the station. So all of the station and tracks are fully rebuilt. They rebuilt like 20 switches last year, just in the Rock Hill Yard, which are all spike tamped, good ties, all functional now. And then they rebuilt tracks 2, 3, and 4. 2 is the main, 3 and 4 are just long sidings, but they've cleared them, so now we can store, hey, here's where the photo freight can go, or here's where sometimes we'll keep the passenger set, or other things like that. So, all good stuff.
Yep.
And then from there, they also Sorry, I just had a brain fart.
Oh, you're good.
But then once they were done with a lot of the yard work, they started heading south as they got the ties in.
Mhm.
The only thing really precluding them from doing more is the lack of available ties. Because when you put in an order for 10,000 used railroad ties at a time, you start literally taking all of the available supply.
As you do.
As you do. So, Kowalczyk Salvage Corp and a few others have been regularly approached of, hey, any ties you get, save them for us because we will buy them. And a lot of the money that's coming forward purchasing of ties is from the Friends. They just cut us a check and say, hey, here you go, buy the ties and let us know when you're ready for us to put it in. Which is kind of incredible.
Yeah.
But south out of Rock Hill Furnace, it used to be that you would not want to take an engine much past the back switch because the track was not stable. Now they've rebuilt about half a mile south of Rock Hill, the south end of the Rock Hill switch, which takes you down to Oddfellows Cemetery Crossing. And then from the Cemetery Crossing, they've gone probably another 2,000 feet south of there that they've put in the ties.
Mhm.
They haven't ballasted or tamped it yet, but at least it's, like if you had to take a heavier piece of equipment on it, it wouldn't just fall apart and you wouldn't immediately derail.
Yeah.
But the plan is, assuming the winter is mild, they're just going to keep putting ties in as much as they can.
Yeah.
And if there's stuff in the winter that is too cold, then they may be doing some track rebuilding inside some of the shop complex buildings, or helping with flooring and other projects that they can do indoors in the heated environment. So,
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. We honestly can't complain with PA weather the past 5 or 6 years.
Like, here's the thing. Now, I really want it to snow. Like, I really want a good snow. I feel like I've always been gypped from a good snow. And that's not just me bitching. Literally, where I grew up,
Yeah.
it was always in a temperate climate that we would get snow if it really came down. Like, you get a blizzard, you get, like,
a nor'easter.
Otherwise, it was like, oh, you might get snow, but it might be a dusting on the ground. You wouldn't get anything of substance.
Exactly.
And then I moved north by an hour, thinking, oh, great. I finally am in the belt where they regularly see snow. It was the one winter they barely got any snow. I was like, mother effer, like, what the hell? And then move up even further north. Like, great. Here's where all the snow actually is. And last year we only had like 1 or 2 decent snowstorms.
Mm-hmm.
And the year before that, the only real snow of substance was on the day I moved into my house. It snowed 6 inches. So the guys are literally like bringing in rugs and wiping their feet and moving in couches and trying to move quickly so the water doesn't get in from the snow. It was really comical, actually.
Yeah. So what you're saying is we just need you to move houses again, and
No, that's not the answer. I like my house. Ooh, one day you will see my house and you'll understand that it was designed, I say designed. I bought my house, I did some updating to it, and I basically finished the basement and made it an entertainment area. And it's designed now that, let's say, hey, a small group's coming over, we want to play video games, we want to, play some board games, or just have a barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, it's perfectly set up for one of those situations.
Nice.
Except I haven't had too many people over since moving in. But that's going to change next year, I swear.
Oh. Whoops.
But
you got me monologuing. I bypassed Ella's station.
dude. Well, you know what? At this point, just go to Whittier.
I am at Whittier. That's the
Load
problem.
it up. And I know, I'm now seeing on the map. God damn it. Boo. I swear to... Mother. Yes, quite.
Quite. I was like, wait, where am I? Wait, that's double checks for Whittier. Have I stopped at Ella? No, I have not.
God damn it, Boo. Meanwhile, Talia, I'm still irked that we don't have proper passenger service to Northern Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia here in Canada, and inadequate service to Atlantic Canada. I mean, you do have Via Rail, but I guess it's not really the best. All I know is one day I really want to take the Rocky Mountaineer and go across, all of that stuff. And I have ridden the White Pass and Yukon route, and that is a beautiful railroad, but that does not solve any of the problems that you just said, because it's a tourist line now owned by a cruise ship company? Yes.
Really?
I think it's owned by, like, Carnival Cruises now.
Really?
Like, it'll serve all the cruise lines, but yeah.
Interesting.
$188 in passenger fares. All right. Yeah, Ben. Just say it was a flag stop and no one flagged you down. Right. Right.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm over here. I picked up one car, and this oil tanker is now at 109 gallons left to unload. And I'm just going to conveniently move the other tanker out of the way and hope that by the time I get to it, that it will have unloaded. Via on the Windsor to Quebec City corridor is great, but the outside service in green gets screwed by freight service, much like long-distance Amtrak. Yeah, I believe it. Amtrak needs a lot of love. I hate to say it, but if they privatized a bit more, they'd probably do a lot better. But that's my own personal feelings on that.
I mean, look at Brightline. Capitals.
Yeah, Brightline seems to be doing pretty well.
Brightline.
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 Brightline. Grand.
Is that a Midland?
It
It's
is.
a Midland.
Holy
It
crap,
is a
it's
Midland.
Well, welcome Midland to the Fun Factory.
Yes. Have you guys downloaded the update?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Want to make sure.
Yeah, because Boo can't play otherwise.
And if Boo can't play, then nobody can play.
I see.
Well, it's more like Angry would not have help.
And I need all the help I can get.
Yes.
So, Midland, here's the updates of what's been going on.
Okay.
We have sold the Mogul,
You've sold the Mogul. Excellent.
and instead we have purchased an Atlantic.
You've purchased an Atlantic.
And Boo is currently running the passenger service with that.
Yes.
Okay. So you're
Once
telling
we
me
pay off the loan that we had to take to purchase said Atlantic, we will be
Okay.
purchasing a big Connie,
Okay.
and we will be selling number one.
The biggest of Connies.
The
I
biggest.
want
of
Western Maryland 734. I want Western Maryland 734. I want Western Maryland 734.
I mean, except it's not Western Maryland 734. It's a bastardized Lake Superior and Isthmian Connie.
Which is what Western Maryland 734 is.
Except Western Maryland 734 doesn't have its original tender anymore.
Yeah.
Meaning it's more of a bastardized Western Maryland Connie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite the base being a Lake Superior and Isthmian Connie.
You're just proving his point more.
Which is why I want a big Connie, so I can have Western Maryland 734 and put the Western Maryland 3 chime on it and pretend I'm in the glory days of the mid-2010s, riding behind her in the cab through Brush Tunnel.
Okay.
Wait, have I not told you my Western Maryland 734?
No, you have not.
I think you have told me offhand.
Okay, well, this is also for chat. So back in 2010, I'll preface this. My grandfather and I used to do an annual road trip every year, and the road trip was always to another part of the country to ride behind steam trains. So we had the great pleasure of going to California and riding, like, Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine, Roaring Camp, the streetcars in San Francisco, California State Railroad Museum, a whole bunch of those. And then we came back on California Zephyr to Chicago, and then took the Capital Limited all the way back to DC, which was one hell of a trip. And then, is everyone okay if I advance time by like an hour, by the way?
Sure.
Or hour or two, okay. Because I'm not waiting for the stand bar. Okay. But anyways, the long and short of it is, in the summer of 2010, we decided to stay more local, and that was when my love affair with the East Broad Top was really kind of getting off to its start. And we decided to do a Western Maryland and East Broad Top trip over a weekend. That way we didn't really have to spend a lot of money. There was a B&B we stayed at, which was really convenient for the places, the whole works. Hold on.
Please hold.
Please hold.
But anyways, at the time, you could buy cab rides in Western Maryland 734. It was like $250 a person, I think. It was not the worst, but it got you for the 3.5 hours of the trip, where you'd start off in Cumberland, go uphill around Homesteaders Curve and Brush Tunnel up to Frostburg, and then you come back.
Mhm.
And we had done it before. It's like during Fall Colors. We just wanted to go again because Steam and Western Maryland 74 is a big honk of a Connie. And so we do the ride up, and everyone's very friendly with us. And, we get up to Frostburg, and they spin us on the turntable, and we're all giddy. We're like, yay, this is so much fun. We grab lunch in town, we get back on the locomotive, and the fireman and engineer come up to us and say, okay, look, here's the thing. Train today is so long that we are not going to spin you on the turntable and have 734 on the head end. So we can either put one of you, because we only have space for one, in the diesel. We can put you in coach, or you can ride back facing backwards on 734. And the answer was simple. We stayed in the cab of 734. And the fireman was with us. We were making conversation, and since he didn't really have to worry too much, since the diesel was doing all the work, we were just, he was showing us everything in the cab, and at one point had me sitting in the engineer's seat, and he's like, okay, we're gonna spook the train. So we're gonna go through Brush Tunnel here in a few minutes, and once we do, I'm gonna have you blow the whistle really long and really loud as we're going through the middle of it and then coming out. And holy hell, if that's not one of my core memories of riding trains with my grandfather, because he and I just had shit-eating grins on our faces. We're just like, oh, this is so cool.
For memory unlocked.
Yes.
Mm.
So, needless to say, I want a big honkin' Connie for my railroad, so I can make it Western Maryland 734. But yeah. And the next day I drove number 15 on the East Broad Top.
Nice.
And that's also its own story, so I'm going to tell that now to entertain.
Yes.
But, wait, what the? Okay. But, so I will also preface this. The era that the East Broad Top was in, like 2009 to 2011, was not great, because maintenance was really deferred. They were really struggling. It was just before they shut down for the second time.
Yeah.
But in an effort to get more people there, they advertised engineer for an hour, where you could be in the cab and they would even let you drive the locomotive for a little bit. So, usually when they do that, that's going to be something in a yard where you're not crossing public crossings and all of that. Oh, no. The East Broadtop, in their infinite wisdom, decided that we're going to have you in the cab on the way to Colgate Grove. And then, you get off for the little break. And then when you get back, the moment you pull out of the Grove, you're at the throttle with the train of paying passengers behind you. And they have the engineer and fireman just kind of over your shoulder, making sure you don't fuck up. And it was an experience driving that thing with a 6-car, half-filled passenger train. And all I remember is when we went down the Runk Road Fill, I apparently did fine. But then when we were by the ice cream stand coming down by Enyart Road, they said, okay, we're going to put a 5-pound set on to slow us down. And I dumped the air. And the fireman, who is now a good buddy, was like, oh, hell no, and he grabbed it and slammed to release the brakes. And, they're like, okay, we're good, you didn't fuck up that bad, but, just be careful next time, don't let it, drop all the air. Yeah, that was my experience driving an East Broadtop Mikado with a full passenger train behind me. And I only drove from just south of the switch at there up until the yard limit for Orbizonia. But that's still a handful of crossings, like public crossings, including the blind crossing at Enyart Road, which is a bad crossing. If anyone knows that railroad, which Midland, obviously that curve's the worst, because you have a blind curve and an oddly shaped road crossing that makes all the engineers skittish a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Not fun. Well, challenging little bit of crossing.
Yeah.
Also,
And again, old era.
Yeah. Also, the logging engine is fixed up, by the way.
Excellent. Does the logging locomotive have logs that need to move around down there?
Yeah.
Or what's the current situation with the sawmill?
We have logs down here I need to move around.
Okay.
Because, remember, it wasn't just the logging engine that was broken.
Yes.
Hey kids, don't go around a sharp corner at 35. Doesn't like them.
Now, Midland, do you want to know Angry's way of switching at the sawmill area?
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
What that?
Hey, Angry.
That's me.
Before you tell Midland you're switching, what track are you on?
1, but I'm currently in the hole at the house track.
Okay. I'm coming through Governor's Island at the moment.
Okay, I'll make sure I'm out of your way. Okay. So, what I normally do, and in your case, since you have that extra cut back here, I would park the set that's currently behind you on the main, kind of behind where the plug is for the water column.
Yep.
And then the other cut that needs to move in order for the soon-to-be unloaded cars north of the same switch on the main.
Mm-hmm.
And then once your cut of cars is empty at the sawmill, you pull those out, put those onto north of the switch where you would put in for the log unload,
Yeah.
and then you can use the crossover to then push or pull in whatever, you know.
So you're saying reverse these.
Yes, reverse those on the crossover. Keep them somewhere behind, essentially where the water plug is, so you have enough room to move. And then the set that's blocking the way to the hopefully soon-to-be empties, you put that
On the other side of the
on the other
crossover,
side. Yeah.
But on the same track, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get out of the way of Boo.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Stop dying. No dying allowed.
I blame it on the dust from me cleaning out my ASIC miner last night because it was overheating, and I was like, "You are not going down and being restarting every 5 minutes when you're making $30 a day."
Fair.
Well, over $30 a day, I should say.
Over 30 bucks a day.
Over $30 a day.
Yeah. Hello there.
I'm assuming you just found an angry.
I just found an angry.
Angry is moving away from you.
At an appropriate rate of speed.
Yes.
As
KDR, you are exactly correct. I wish they would unload the logs faster.
Yes.
yeah.
You're just dumping them off the skeleton cars.
Yeah. Because you would think with that size thing, you could just have a whole bunch dump into the thing, and maybe at some point, I feel like it needs to have a higher limit for
Yeah.
where it would be.
Because you should just be dumping them off. They should not be taking half a day to unload.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is we have like 3 cuts of cars now, and we're just always leaving something to unload. So, in one hit theory, you're making money by just continuing to run those, so it'll process the logs faster.
Yeah.
But on the same front, now you have multiple sets of log cars waiting to be unloaded, which was both good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sawmill, are we still at 100%? Yeah, we are. It consumes 15 cars. It consumes 15 cars of logs a day, and we currently have 44 logs in there, which is at 100% capacity. So in theory,
So that's why it's not unloading.
meanwhile, are we at a point where we can pay off? Nope, we're not quite there yet. We're at 866. Alright, number 2 is... No, number 1. We sold number 2. Is currently on its way working back towards East Whittier.
Where does number 2 need to be?
It's on the interchange. Because it's being sold.
Oh, I mean, sorry, where do you need to be, Angry? Since you said you were going to East Whittier.
Well, I'm going to see what is over at Ella. And then I will be coming in on track 2 at Whittier.
Okay.
To see if there's anything else that needs to be picked up. And then I'll probably use the Y and then back my train down to leave those. So
remember, I'm
if
kind of
you're-
massively in the way here.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, speaking of East Whittier, any chance we could advance time a little bit to get this last car unloaded?
Yes. How about now?
1 log left. No logs left. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, of course, the one thing is, now that I've left Bryson, we advanced time by like 2 hours. Okay, good. There's no cars here that need to go. Because I'd have been really peeved if I had just left and done that. Okay, that's safe, and that's safe. Excellent, we're good. So
You know
how's
what
that New Atlantic doing?
Oh, it's great. You know what we should do, though, Angry?
What should we do?
We should get a second OBS car.
We should. I want to pay down the debt a little bit first before we go another $7,000 into debt for that, though.
Yeah, fair. But then we can run... Then we'll always get the bonus, and we can just wide the engine. You
So
know.
what you're saying is,
Longer passenger train. The passenger train just keeps getting longer.
part of me likes that, part of me hates you for that. I mean, you do have another passenger car over there you can pick up.
Yeah, but then I can't wide the train.
Yeah, but you can buy the engine
Yes, but then we won't get the observation bonus.
going one way.
Yeah, we'll only get it going one way though.
Chat, what do you think? Should we do Boo's dumb idea of putting 2 observation cars on 1 passenger train? Or would it make more sense to have just 2 passenger operations running with 3 cars at all times?
But then you have to buy another engine.
We're getting there.
He's already established that he wants another engine.
I want a big honkin' Connie!
Yeah, but he was gonna sell one of... he was gonna sell the other one.
When it's not doing freight service, the big honkin' Connie can do passengers.
Yes, but then you won't have a long passenger train.
Well, we're not going down the Silva yet, so
Yeah.
we could just keep them 3 cars until...
Not going down to Silva and not going up to Alarka yet.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what are you gonna unlock next? Silva or
Probably down
Alarka?
to Silva.
Because Alarka, you get coal trains.
John Coltrane?
Yeah, the one thing I don't like about Alarka is that the station there is not marked.
Yeah.
So, like, we know it's there
Yeah.
because we've done this before.
Yes.
But as a gameplay quality of life thing,
Put a station marker on the map.
yeah,
Adam!
like, I can almost guarantee you, there's a few people who are missing out on, like, getting confused as to why their passenger service is dropping in reputation, and don't understand that there is a passenger station there. not saying there are many, but there's probably at least a few.
There's a building at Alarka Junction now. Oh.
Oh, they
Is it-
fixed that with the new update.
That?
They fixed that. Alarka
Good on
Junction
them.
now has a station icon.
Good on them for fixing that.
Yay!
I award points for them fixing it.
And may God have mercy on their souls.
Our griping has now been fixed.
For,
For now.
for that one specific thing.
Yes, for that one specific thing.
Alright, I am about to enter Ella.
Just be aware, I'm still in East Whittier and still massively in the way.
Okay.
Alright, the Bryson passenger train is heading towards Ella, so be advised.
Good. As it should be.
We are fully loaded. Minus
Oh,
the fourth passenger car.
So more people to kill if we run into the train.
Yes.
I mean, more people to avoid. 'Cause we
Ayo.
won't run into the train. Don't run into your passenger trains, folks.
Yeah, don't do that.
And Boo, just for your knowledge, you currently have 28 people looking to go to Whittier.
It's really good.
Ella.
Well, that was not part of the plan.
Boo.
Boo, what'd you do?
What did I say about not killing people?
We didn't kill anyone.
We just mildly inconvenienced their lives.
By dumping them on the dirt?
No, the people never got in the dirt. The engine just decided
My
it wanted
brand new engine, Boo. The one I bought just for you, Boo.
to. I'm sorry. It's still at 76% health.
Oh. Still.
I mean 74. The tender's at 76.
He has no words.
I
You broke.
Boo.
Hi, Angry.
Why did you have to break the nice things? How fast were you going? Be
50?
honest.
50?
He was going 50. Huh. The engine had a boo-boo with Boo. Well put, Talia.
Yes.
That just hurts my brain. You hurt my soul, Boo.
I'm sorry.
Want that engine. Especially for you.
Well, I also got it because chat told me to, but
Oh, so it's
we
Chad's
wanted it anyways, so
fault. So it's Chad's fault.
it is chat's fault.
It is chat's fault.
Do we need to get the Mogul back out of the deadline, fire it up so you could fix your goddamn...
No.
How
for
many
the day?
passenger runs have you done?
He's done like 1.5 with it.
No, I've done like... This is like the third.
Okay, so you already probably got, like, your reputation bonus. And stuff.
Yeah. Now it's just pure money.
Well, the operation safety went up to 62% from 54, and now I have a feeling it's going to drop again.
It probably is.
Probably.
And it's all Boo's fault.
I'm sorry.
Yes, BR, you were the one who asked for the Atlantic, and you got the Atlantic. And yet you're watching my little 460 and not the Atlantic.
Yes.
You've been fooled.
You've been fooled.
All right, and I am going way too fast entering this yard.
A bit. What yard are you entering?
Whittier.
Oh. Be aware I'm still massively in the way. I won't be massively in the way for long, but only track 1 will be open.
Okay.
Just be aware of that. In case you were hoping to be on track 2.
As we're doing 52 for Governor's Island.
I swear to God, Boo. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and turn my train around on the Y if you're still over there.
I am. I'm still massively in the way. You can fly over here just to see how massively.
Oh, I've seen.
Hey, somebody gotta switch these logs.
Switch your logs.
Oh,
Ayo.
HR.
I am HR on this railroad.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Boo, DM me your YouTube stream.
Okay.
People are asking to watch because they want to see the Atlantic.
People crave the Atlantic.
People crave the Atlantic.
The children yearn for the Atlantic.
Forget the bites. They want the Atlantic.
They want the Atlantic.
Meanwhile, if you still are on Anger Stream, you can look over and see me being massively in the way. Also, Bo,
Yes.
just remember, in my Discord server, you can just put it in content notification. The Midlands Friends is for, like, Friends community Discords.
Ah.
I never pinged it for, dang it,
Boo pinged it.
for his.
For both of yours.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. I put both of ours in the same message and then.
dang.
He just put that message in the
Just
wrong
make a
spot.
duck noise.
It's my
Is that what you
talent.
just did?
He pinged that for both of you, which is nice. But then that ping was in the wrong spot.
Well.
Okay. Yeah. Kitiara, the Boo stream is now also linked. I just put the YouTube one next to the other one.
So you want us to do it in the in which one? Content notifications?
Yep.
Okay.
That one.
So don't use the Midland and Friends creations and don't use the Midlands and Friends. Got
Correct.
it. Okay.
Midlands Friends. Midlands
Do, do,
Friends
do,
is
do.
for Friends community Discords.
Okay. Jolly good.
Midland and Friends Creations is for, like, stuff we make, like Train Sim Classic Routes.
Fair. Or railroad mods, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually TM.
Correct.
Alright. I am full. I'm coming to Whittier. All hail the passenger train.
Did you remember to stop in Ella this time?
Yes.
Excellent.
Also, don't mind the Discord admin learning how to use my Discord. On stream, it's fine.
Fine. It's fine.
Sometimes we just gotta do it live.
Exactly. It's fine. Fine.
Alright, Angry, are you off the Y?
Yes.
Alright, I'm charging up the mountain here. I'll be on the Y soon.
Okay.
The children yearn for the Y.
All hail the Y.
But why? Well, thank you, Kitty R. I appreciate you being lazy and continuing to watch my stream and chatting here.
And if you want more railroad content, you can go watch Midland's stream on demand.
Only in select countries.
No, in every country, YouTube is available.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
crap.
gonna say there for a second.
Why did we have oh crap?
I didn't realize YouTube was available in all countries.
Well, I said all countries YouTube is available. Because you know, things like China and North Korea exist.
Yes, all hail North Korea. I mean, what?
What?
Well, there goes our 0.02 North Korean viewers.
Damn. Midland, what'd you do with that second cut of,
They're both in there.
Oh, they're both in there.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, beautiful. The logging train is at the sawmill now. I won't say it anymore.
Yeah. Thank you for not copyright striking us again.
Yes.
At least this time we'll know, unlike on Twitch, what did it. If it does it. Do.
Okay. How's this train doing over? Oh, this needs to be switched out. Perfect. I'll take care of that here momentarily. Poor locomotive is just sitting over there awaiting its fate.
Aww.
Poor
As
number
it does.
two.
Poor number.
Everyone pour something out for number two.
Alright, I'm coming in on track 1 at the moment. Is that fine?
Okay. Yeah. I'm out of the way.
Really good.
I'm currently making the slow climb to Connolly Creek L2.
Oh, $8 of damage.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Boo, I think it's fair to say that what you did was more than $8 of damage.
Probably.
Yep. I haven't checked my colon water recently.
I recommend it.
No, we're fine.
Are you though? Are you really fine?
I mean, I don't want to go into an existential crisis right now, so we'll just say for now I'm fine.
Okay. Fair.
Yes. Any mental breakdowns will not occur on stream. For the safety of children everywhere.
Also, why am I routed this way?
I don't know. Why are you
Because
routed that way?
Of reasons.
Shit.
Just dump the air.
The air is dumped. As is my pants.
Well then.
Someone's gonna go pee in a cup.
Nope. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're running a train. Nice. Look at that money.
I know, right?
It's so good.
So good.
So good. So good. Okay. Oh Jesus, this kind of cars is heavy. Can we pay down some finance? Yes. Holy hell, yes we can.
There you
Now
go.
we're only 8,000 in debt again.
Yay!
And the children rejoice.
Ugh.
A chunk of the right side and the top of the game screen are cut off on stream. What?
An angry stream, I'm assuming, is what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take a look.
Take a look.
We can't see the money. Well, you can't see the money on the main screen. You have to pull
No,
up the.
they can't see the time. The entire right-hand side of your screen's not there.
What?
Yeah, they can't see the time. You know the time display on the upper right?
Yeah.
They can't see the time.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it might be. What? Angry. What are you
Uno,
using software?
One moment. OBS.
You might just have to make sure your screen and
Yeah,
game size are the same.
No. Well, no. He probably has to resize.
Yeah.
It's OBS. So either
Try that.
he has to scale it, or
How about that stream? Does that work better?
We're about to find out.
we're about to find out. As we're on break time. Huzzah!
There you go. Perfect.
You've done it.
Hey.
You have done the thing.
And you know what that means? That means we must be happy. Alrighty. Thank you for... This is only my third stream on this channel, so it only took us 3 streams to realize that that was the problem.
Only 3.
Only 3.
It happened. We're learning.
Yeah. next time the stream will just be half the screen. Like,
Yep.
it'll just be, like, zoomed out so far. It's like, wait a second, I can't see shit. We know, D-Choose, we know. Alright, so now we're going to shove this cut of cars up. This is going to be the money train. Nope. Midlip, this is not the Krusty Krab. This is not the Krusty Krab.
This is Patrick.
No, this is Sparta.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. What engine am I hearing?
Wait, holy crap, I didn't realize. So on my my train now, we've got a crap boxcar coupled to a Cumbres and Toltec scenic flat car.
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
This is actually the best. This is the best stream of all time. Nothing will ever beat this. Nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead and run around this cut of cars.
Be advised, I'm currently winding my train.
Don't worry, I won't be in your way.
You should slam into him instantly.
Causing confusion and delay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, confusion and delay? Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Now is the silly part of the stream. Now that we fixed the screen, now we can just be really silly. As all things should be.
As all things should be.
How did I miss a Cumbres and Toltec? Frickin' flat car.
Who knows?
Oh, it's because there's no lettering for the road name on the side. It's just in the above thing. Because I can see crap. Meanwhile, our poor log train is just so slowly unloading. I'm thinking we're probably going to have to advance time here
Yeah.
a fair amount.
I need at least an hour to get this log train loaded.
Do you want me to do that now, or?
Whenever you are able, so I feel like it.
Yes.
Huzzah, there are more passengers.
Excellent.
More passengers, you say, for us to murder? I mean,
Wait,
has been...
Nope. Nope, we're not going there, Midland. We're not going there. This may not be a family-friendly stream because we curse and say fuck a lot.
Yes,
But
we do.
we're not going that far. We're not going that far.
Also, on a different subject, it's Montezuma Monday.
Is it?
Is it?
When is that stream starting?
Just now.
Oh.
Oh. Does that mean you'll be departing us here?
Quite possibly. Some would even say likely.
Well, I will say for those who are sticking around, we'll probably be on for another hour or so. Something in that time frame.
Yes.
So if you do head over to Heisa Stream, I do not blame you. But either way, I appreciate you checking my stream out. If you enjoy it, feel free to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It feels weird saying that. It really does feel weird saying that. But I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching a couple idiots play train games.
Yes.
So, there's currently a logging train stopped on the hill. If
That
somebody
I
were-
assume you're going to leave up there. And
Well,
then...
it's going to have the brakes on, so...
Well, yes, that's what I meant. You're not going to let it just free roll down the hill, I would hope.
Nope.
Yeah, I just left the logging train on the hill. It's coming down about 50 miles an hour, but it should be fine.
Should be fun.
Good fun.
He'll buff.
But no,
Don't worry,
I
Captain
must
will
now,
buff out those scratches.
depart.
Okay. Catch you later, Midland.
We'll miss you.
Catch you later. Have fun streaming.
Oh, we will.
Yep.
We will.
Excellent. I expect no less.
Boy.
Does this mean we get to talk behind his back?
I mean,
All right, Chadlin, send in your questions about Midland that you have always wanted to have answered, and I will answer to the best of my ability. I will tell you everything except how old he is and where his address is. Alright, we're bringing our cut of cars in for a hitch. Over in the interchange yard here. It's only a slight bump.
just a slight bump.
Oh, there's a... Okay. Tie that in, handbrake off. Where the hell's the handbrake? Keep shoving the cars back.
Oh, that's why I felt tall. It's out of my seat.
Why did you feel tall?
I was not in my seat all the way.
Oh. That would explain it.
I was like, why are the gauges at the wrong height? And I was like,
Oh.
oh, that's why.
Looks like you have to gauge where you were on that.
Heyo.
No. There we go. And we'll go ahead and get a handbrake on. And we'll go ahead and dump the air. Okay, so with all that switched out, let's do a quick check of the line just to see if there's any local freight that needs to be picked up. That is fine. And the random oil tankers are fine. There's nothing on the house track. You're almost to Ella.
Yep.
Okay, those are still fine. How about Bryson? Okay, at Bryson we've got our lonely passenger car. That's still going. Those two are still going. And if we go down here, I know that oil tanker's not ready yet, but just for giggles. Yep, that's fine. And those are also still unloading. Perfect. All right, so I think what makes the most sense is for me to take over on the log train and bring one cut of those down. Oh, I'm still moving. I've been moving this entire time. Huh.
Huh.
That's fun. Well, let me go ahead and fill up the locomotive with coal and water, and I'll just spot it down here until we need the 10-wheeler again. Only $33 dues. Damn.
Yeah.
So I'll fill up on water. Let's go up the mountain. And there is a stopped log train. Okay. With 600 gallons. Dang it, Midland, you left me an engine with almost no water.
Really?
Dang it. That son of a gun. Well, we'll go ahead and continue then. And Boo, what I'm thinking is once once we get this log train down, we'll just probably advance time a bit, see if any of the other freight things come open to run, or we may even just advance to tomorrow.
Okay. All right, let me get to Bryson and unload and reload before you.
Oh no, you still got time, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because I still have to spot this log train that I'm bringing down.
Okay.
I love how this car is just jumping around.
Yeah.
That's definitely not coupler slack. That's definitely buggy. Oh, what? He didn't even throw the switches back. That son of a...
Well then.
Midland, I'm calling you out.
Hmm.
You complain about the switches going up. You don't reset them behind you. And look at how much this damn locomotive is wobbling. Like, dear Lord, people.
Yep.
We'll go and fix that. And we'll fix that. I mean, thankfully it wasn't going to derail, but holy hell, it was wobbling.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, all those cars are at 100% too, so that helps.
Huh. What happened to
To what?
Hold on. I'll let you know in a second.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm looking at Nexus mods.
Oh. What, they pull some of the stuff Auntie put up?
I'm not sure.
Puts up mods in morning. Devs request by afternoon for it to be taken down.
Well, the link's there.
And now you all know what Boo's phone ringer sounds like. Just casually dumping some air. Casually dumping some air.
Alrighty. So, for those of you in Angry's chat, I present to you the Nexus mod page for Railroader.
And on that page, you'll find some stuff. E-I-E-I.
EIO. Along with, I am also linking Auntie's other mod. Which, for some reason, is not showing up on the page. Which is weird. By itself. Oh, it's under the hot mods category, not more mods. That's why. Alright, never mind. So that link will work.
Mods are just so hot.
I know, right? They're so hot. So, if you want some Railroader mods, have some Railroader mods. You want to be with the cool kids, as it were.
I will say the only mod I have on here is the additional road names.
I don't even think that's it. The up on Nexus mods yet.
No, that's just an internal thing.
Yeah. Which we should probably yell at some people to fix that.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point.
I'm going to put number 1 in the engine house over here until we need it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the logging one has done logging things. And it's going to take a while for the logs down here to unload.
Alright. I'm dropping these passengers off at Bryson. And then I need to go eat dinner.
Okay.
So. Am I switch aligned? Yes, it is.
Let's put that there.
Yes, we're gonna resize EBT 16 and
No. No. No big boy, no EBT 16, no Challenger, no 844. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. No 611 either.
I mean, why not though? I mean, come on. 2102 would be great. We need 2102 in this.
Well, we already have our whistles. Isn't that enough?
No. Come on, you know you want a big giant northern.
Do I though?
Yes.
Do I really?
Yes, you do.
I feel like I'm being pressured to saying answers now.
You know what we really need though?
Drugs? No,
An
that's
F7 or an F3. Those would be
yes,
cool.
I would agree. Bandin to get a Shay. That would
Shay,
be awesome.
Shay would be awesome.
Get that for the logging lines because I could easily run switchbacks with that.
Yeah. Shay would be awesome.
And I totally overshot that plug. Give me a second here. And I overshot it again because I got distracted by your ping of the passenger fares.
Alright. They are set to loading.